Right, hello once again, YouTube. Andy with you with another little video. I got out here about 25 minutes ago and I opened up the back of my car to get my rucksack out and it wasn't there, so I had to drive back home.
I don't believe it!
Go and grab it and make my way back out here again. And this time I've got my drone, I've got all my gubbinses and everything, hopefully. Fingers crossed, should be okay. Anyway, we are at a place called Hannington, which is about a 10-minute drive from where I live in Swindon. And I've not been here before, flying my drone. I think it's going to be quite interesting actually, looking on Google Maps. Looks like the wood over there looks to be, yeah, a bit of a challenge, let's say. Dog's rolling in something. Oi, you can stop that right now. You'll be getting in the shower when you get home, I think. Anyway, so I was driving down here last year sometime, in the road just over there, and I kind of glanced across and I saw several deer, so at least I know there's deer in this wood somewhere. It's not a massive wood. Similar size to the one I think I probably flew in just the other day at Stanton Small Wood. I call it 7 Deer Wood because I saw 7 deers in that wood. So hopefully today we'll find something similar. There's always something to see. So the object of my video today really is just to come out here, fly my drone, have a bit of fun and see some wildlife. Seems to be lots of animal tracks going into this particular wood, and the dogs are quite excited. Quite a lot of deer tracks as well. You might just be able to make them out down here. Deer tracks going in, droppings, one thing or another going into the wood. So it is full of promise. Deer tracks going up there, coming down here, going into here. Lots of deer tracks. So one would suggest that there's probably quite a lot of wildlife in this particular little wood. Looks a bit of a jungle. It's going to be a challenge to me. Looks to be like a 6 or a 7 and 8 in places. On the scale of drone flying difficulty, if you can imagine that flying through something like a wire wood would be a 10, or a bramble bush, that would be a 10. This is about a 6, 7 or even an 8 on that scale. Anyway, I get myself set up. My new prop protector's arrived and I've chopped it down as well, and pretty much it's all ready to go. Okay, right, so we're going to be using the cam cap as my microphone today, and some visuals as well. We're going to take off with caution. So here we go, safe flight. Right, I need to go into my settings once again. Advanced settings, got to go down to payload mode. Turn it on and off a few times and then spin her around, get filming, and then off we go. We're now filming, we've got 95% battery power. I'm going to be running the battery down to about 20% and then it'll want to come home again. I'm going to send my drone over in that direction, I think. So we'll head on out that way. Have a little look around and see what we can see. Might be something interesting, you never know. There's always something interesting in the woods to see, isn't there? Normally anyway. Okay, right, let's right, so the idea of today's video really is just to come out here and enjoy myself. Just get away from the humdrum of life really, I suppose. Have a fly around with my drone. try and keep it in the air as long as possible. Try and get as many yards or meters behind me as possible as well, and it's going to be in the air for about maybe 15 or 17 minutes or thereabouts. I'm going to hit a few things, mind guys, because this place, it looks to be a bit challenging, let's say. Okay, so expect one or two little kind of bumps along the way. It all adds to the interest, really. So let's see what this place has to offer then, shall we? You never know, it might be of interest to us. It's not a massive wood. It doesn't look that big on the Google Maps, on Google Earth. It just looks kind of interesting, and I did see some deer here before, and I was kind of scouting around to see what there was where I could go and fly, and this kind of came up really. Right, so I will be stopping the drone and walking after the drone, because obviously I need to keep it within kind of sight, just a requirement from the Communistic Aeronautics Association, as I call it. Anyway, so yeah, stick it on the big screen. You might see a little bit more than you would normally if just put it on the small screen. Thanks to Dan Opdal. Oh, we just hit something there. I've just snagged up a little bit maybe. Just try and turn it out of that if I can. Okay, alright, it's got me in its vice-like grip at the moment. Okay, right, so yeah, it's got me guys.
Home point updated.
I can go down a little bit and try and, yeah, okay, I was just snagged on that, I think. Yes, that's going to be a problem. We're going to get that from time to time, I think. Yeah, big thanks to Dan Opdal, who spotted, and I didn't, and I was the one who was flying the drone and editing the footage as well. He spotted that there was a fox in the woods, and I didn't see it, and Dan did, and a few of you did as well, so thanks for the heads up on that one, guys. I do appreciate that. And of course, if you see anything flying around here as well, just stick it down in the comment section, because you know there's something. Well, I'm missing a load of things, to be honest. Even when I'm editing, I'm concentrating more kind of on the colours, you know, and the brightness and all the rest of it, than actually what's in the wood. But yeah, it was a good flight I had on my last flight, 7 Deer Wood. That was a really good experience, that was. I really enjoyed that. Hopefully we get something similar today. I don't know. It's fairly promising. There's lots of, let's say, tracks around, so lots of evidence of wildlife, let's say. I'm just going to go up a little bit because I need to just go up slightly. I don't know what's up above me, so I need to be careful doing this. Take it gingerly through these little areas. Okay, so I need to be careful, I need to be vigilant and mindful of my environment. Ooh, but you just never know what might be around the corner. There we go. This is quite a challenge, this one, people. But you know me, I'm always up for a bit of a challenge. If I can get through there somehow, it'd be good. Oh, there's a pheasant there, I think. I just saw a peahen. Well, we saw something at least, anyway. A little bit of wildlife there. Pheasant. So in my videos so far, we've seen quite a few deer. We've seen a few pheasants. We've seen some foxes, or a fox at least. And we're just in pursuit of whatever else is in this little wood, really. Yeah, it's just nice to get out here and just to be able to fly it, have a bit of fun, just to get out here in the fresh air and try and clear your mind a little bit. Here we go, back on myself again now. Right, let's fly right past me. We're going to go down that way, down there. So we've kind of done one part of the wood. We're just going to go and try another part now. Ooh, there's a little gap there. I can just get it between those two trees. Yeah, easily done. Piece of cake. Yes, anyway. So, yeah, by doing this, it really does take my mind off of things, let's say. Oh, snagged up again. Just try and go. I'll try and go back a little bit. Oh no, that didn't work, did it? Okay, well that's the first downer. Oh, it's only about 25-30 meters away, but we go pick it up and then we go and fly again. Right, okay, so I found my drone literally about 25-30 meters away from where I was standing flying it, and it says just ended up in there basically. Very low, very slow. There'll be no damage to it. Have a quick look just to see. Props are all intact. The gimbal works fine. And yeah, we're good to go. Right, we can carry on. Alright, so that's a good thing about flying a drone low and very slow is that you're not going to lose or get any major damage to it.
Attitude mode. Attitude mode.
Right, okay.
Fly with caution.
Right, just got to pop into
Take
my
off.
settings again. Turn it off and on a few times. There we go, that should sort it out. Just means I can go a bit further now into the woods. Right, carry on filming where we left off pretty much. Right, so I had a bit of a downer on that one there. Just caught one of these little branches down here pretty much, and when you're flying low and very slow, you're going to come up with little issues, especially in a wood like this. Anyway, we're just out here to enjoy ourselves, aren't we? Yeah. It's a little pursuit through the woods, just to see what there is. You know, you might find something of interest. Okay, let's have a little fly down here and around the corner and wherever really. Yep. Okay, let's have a little look through that little gap there, shall we? Looks to be kind of interesting. What's up here then? Oh, looks like a field. Okay. Right, okay. Just take you out for a bit then and have a little look around. See what there is. It's always good to go outside the wood as well, just to have a little, gives you a bit of an idea where I am, kind of. Okay, right. Yes, so let's fly back. I don't want to let it go, obviously I need to keep it in sight, so that's what I'm basically doing. Okay. Alright, okay, so it's quite a large wood, I'd say. Not massive, not huge, not on the scale of somewhere like West Woods or Savanac Forest or somewhere like that. Just a nice size really. Right, gonna fly back in somehow. We'll find a little gap somewhere, that looks interesting there. Right, okay, take you down. And we'll take you in and we'll have a little bit of a fly around and see what there is. There's plenty of evidence of deer in this wood, but I haven't seen any yet. Right, got to push on through here. Push on through, there we go. And ooh, it's a bit of a tangled mess, doesn't it? I don't really want to go into that, just in case it gets tangled up again. Yeah. Ooh, there's a few downed trees. We've had some storms in the UK this year, which has caused a bit of havoc, let's say. It's been a very wet year in the UK. Lots of rain. Not so much snow, not in the southern part of the UK anyway. Not where we are in Wiltshire, Oxfordshire area. Right. There's a big down tree there, look. Interesting. Okay, right, he's just coming up towards me now. The drone wants to... Yeah, again. Oof, that was close. You shouldn't fly sideways. You need to fly whereabouts you're kind of looking, really. Right, so I'm just over there. So I think I'll take my drone over there. Oh, there I am. Over that way, perhaps over there. Yeah, let's go and have a little look over here, shall we? In pursuit of wildlife and deer and whatever else we can see, really. A little bit of water down there. Oh, we've hit something. He's done it again. Okay, right, that's number 2 then. No surprise, really. Just a very small, slight impact. There'll be no damage done. This is quite a difficult wood to navigate round. It can quite quickly go Simon sideways quite quickly. But I am trying my best and concentrating fully on the job in hand to try and keep this thing in a relatively straight line and keep it airborne, let's say. So I'm just trying to fly as far as I possibly can, within sight obviously, and just wearing the battery down, just giving us a bit of an idea what's in this little wood. Yeah, so I came out here with my dogs and then I took the dogs out the car, and then I went to get my rucksack, and then my rucksack wasn't there. I thought, oh my gosh, now I've got to drive 15 minutes back home and pick it up and 15 minutes back out again, and then get set up and then fly my drone and whatever else. But yeah, I'm just forgetting things lately. It's becoming a bit concerning, to be honest. I'm not normally as forgetful as I presently am. I don't know whether it's an age thing or something, I don't know. Right, we're coming up to someone's property now, and I don't really want to be doing that. No. Let's take it in this direction, I think. Just away from the farm or the house or whatever it was, someone's barn perhaps. Yeah. So I want to try and get out to some different kind of woods. The pine foresty woods are the places where I think are quite interesting. Let's have a little look down here. There seems to be kind of more going on in those kind of woods. Let's say, oh, hello. It seems to be kind of easier flying in those in the woods. You know, when you got like tall fern trees, there seems to be less like little twigs and things. You know, you can quite easily get caught up in. Right, let's just go over here. Let's just make life a little bit interesting with what's up here, perhaps. This is where I've got to use all my drone flying ability and skills to navigate through these places, because there's just so much stuff there to just bring your drone down if you're not careful. So you've got to go slow, you've got to take your time, you've got to be patient. Oof. Oh, hello. Don't rush it, like I'm kind of rushed it a bit then, and you'll pay the price if you do that. So this is really quite, it's like an obstacle course, if you like, for drone flyers. Test your skills to get through the woods or a forest without actually having any kind of collision. It's a bit of a job to do that. Oh, there's water there. Let's not go over too much water, I don't think. There's probably a way around it or something, or a shorter way over it. Well, that looks a bit easier there, I think. Yeah. So nothing spotted yet. Not yet anyway. Now that looks pretty troublesome there. I'm going to come away from there, I think. I'm going to come this way. Oof. This is a bit of a test. Okay. Go up a little bit through there. Right, okay. I got through that little bit there. That was a bit touch and go there for a while. Right. Yes. Lots of tracks. Lots of deer tracks, but not an awful lot of evidence of any deer, unfortunately. They are around, probably, but it's just kind of seeing where they are. I don't know what deer they are. I cannot make out what tracks those deer actually are. I don't know whether they're fallow deer or roe deer. They might even be muntjac deer. But definitely some kind of a deer track. Okay. Yeah, this is a good way to relax and spend a bit of time just floating around the woods with your drone, just flying in and amongst the trees just to see what there is, because you just never know what you might come across. Might come across some courting couples or something. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? My gosh. That'd be a bit embarrassing. Yeah, I thought I'd come out. Oh, hello, some deer there. We spotted some deer. Okay. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. I did spot some deer running through the woods then. I don't know where they went to, but we can try and go after them. Don't want to get too close, obviously, because I do respect their environment. I am a guest around here. Right, I'm just looking around to see where they may have gone to. What if they went out the woods? Let's just take this thing perhaps out the woods or something. No, we can't do that. Right, okay, so that was a fairly tough flight, to be honest. Prop guards in there, all nice and safe in my DJI drone bag. I tend to keep them in there because it does offer quite a lot of protection. And there's my drone, got my drone back, no problem at all intact, all working well. Interesting flight in here, very tough actually, really tough. Yeah, I had a couple of coming downs, which is kind of to be expected really in a environment such as this. But nonetheless, I found it enjoyable. It's a bit of a challenge, let's say. It's quite a big challenge to come in here and fly a drone, and fingers crossed you're hoping that you don't get any kind of downs or any accidents or incidences. Obviously I've had 2 or 3 whilst flying around here and just looking at the place. No wonder really, because it's just lots of twigs and things around, you know, ready just to jump out and grab your drone and then drag it down again. It just seems to be lots of these places around with lots of twigs and bracken and brambles and whatever else. It makes drone flying quite difficult, to be honest. There's other places to go, bigger and better forests and woods, so I think I'll be in pursuit of those. I mean, these woods are nice and small, they're nice, there's always something interesting to see. Just the landscape itself, to me, just getting in the woods is a great release. And I think we all need that, especially at the moment, because life itself is quite tough. Anyway, I'm going to cut the video here. I don't want it to go on too long. 15, 20, 25 minutes max is probably enough. So I'll end it here, but I just want to say thanks for watching, take care, and if you like this kind of thing, please like and consider subscribing, and always come back for more, because I'm going to be doing quite a lot more of this kind of flying in the woods, because it just I love it. I really do love it. Anyway, time to go home now and have myself a nice cup of tea and perhaps a bite to eat. Come on, boys, let's go.